Oh my goodness, it is go time. I am super excited because today you are going to learn the proven framework to building a profitable wedding photography business to six figures, to $100,000, euros, or Ruben Florence, whatever the currency that you use. If you are here with me live, I would love for you to drop in the chat box where you are tuning in from and let me know your name. Let me know where you're tuning in from and let me know how excited you are to join this masterclass today. I am super pumped to be here with you and I cannot wait to share all the secrets that I have learned in order to turn my wedding photography business into my full-time career and now making more than six figures a year. I see Amsterdam. Amsterdam is in the house. I would love to invite you to so as you right now I cannot see your name. I only see Facebook user. In the chat box, in the description, you can go to streamyard.com/Facebook and here you can give access to StreamYard so that I can show your name on screen. All right, this is not needed. This is just optional. But if you want to do it, I am more excited to have you do that so I can show your name on screen. So as you are tuning in, let me know where you are based and let me know your name so that we can together start with this beautiful and amazing masterclass. I am super excited to be here. Let me know where you're tuning in from because this party is about to get started. All right, so today you have signed up for the live masterclass where you're going to learn the framework that most successful wedding photographers are using to charge premium prices and book more high-end weddings. All right, so I want to see you in the chat box. All right, so I like to give I don't like to give presentations. I like to have conversations. So I want to see you in the chat as much as possible. So which one of these sounds like you? Let me know if number one is you. You have been wanting to photograph high-end weddings, but you have no idea where to start. If this is you, put a number one in the chat box. If you're number two, you are attracting price shoppers or you're getting ghosted as soon as you share your prices. If this is you, drop a number two in the chat box. All right? If you're number three, you're getting little to no inquiries and you're being undercut by your competition. If this is you, put a number three in the chat box. So 1, 2, or 3, it could be all three of them. But let's see number 4. Number 4 is that you are charging so low, it is not sustainable, and you have no idea how to raise your prices without losing clients. If this is you, put a number 4 in the chat box right now. So 1, 2, 3, or 4, put in the chat box which one sounds like you. Maybe it's number 5. You still work at your corporate job, so you have no time to actually work on your photography business. So whether you're 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or maybe it's all of the above, drop it in the chat box so that I know which one is you. This is super important so that I don't waste your time and you don't waste your time. And then you can actually enjoy and learn from this masterclass. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Drop it in the chat box right now. All right. So my promise to you today is that I will show you how to charge premium prices and book more high-end weddings. That is my promise for you today. All right, I see more people. I'm living in Germany. I am from Amsterdam. I love it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're watching live, let me know in the chat box. If you're watching the replay, drop it in the chat box. My promise to you today is that I will show you how to charge premium prices and book more high-end weddings. Is that okay with you? Are you excited for this? Because that is what we're gonna cover today. Now, I'm going to do a giveaway as well. So, as you are watching this masterclass, I will be giving away a free private strategy session with yours truly, valued at 597 euros. But what you have to do is that I want you to take a photos of your laptop, your phone, of you watching this masterclass. And what I want you to do is that you are going to post this photo on Instagram story or Facebook story, doesn't matter. And then when you put it in there, you're gonna tag me at Steven the Cuba. This is gonna be your first entry for you to participate to this giveaway. If you want to win a free private pricing strategy session with me, take a photo of the masterclass, put it on your story, and tag me at Steven the Cuba. That's your first entry. There's another entry, the second entry, which I'm going to be revealing until the end of this masterclass. So stay with me until the end of this masterclass, and I will show you how you can get another entry for this giveaway. All right, I see issue from Amsterdam. I see someone from Virginia, USA. Beautiful. I love it. Welcome. I am super excited that you are here. All right. So share a photo of your laptop on Instagram and then tag me at Steven the Cuba. But I want to see in the chat box. I want to ask you one question. What does high-end wedding mean to you? What does it mean to you? Like when I say high-end weddings, high-end weddings, I want to help you book high-end weddings. What does high-end weddings mean to you? What does it mean? Drop it in the chat box right now. Let me know what does high-end wedding means to you. All right? Drop it in the chat. I see Sam is here. I see Maki is here. I see Ishu is here. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what is high-end for you? What does it mean? What does high-end weddings mean to you? Let me double check if you can still see the right. Okay, you can see. Okay, perfect. What does high-end mean to you? As you're writing in the chat box, Anna from UK, welcome. All right, perfect. This is what high-end weddings mean to me. This is my version of high-end weddings. Number one, I can charge premium prices between $7,000 to $12,000 per wedding. I can have a great relationship with my clients. It feels like we're friends. It feels like we know each other for a while. It feels like we've been building a relationship. High-end weddings for me means that I have created a luxury experience throughout the complete journey with my clients. From the getting to know me, from getting to inquire with me, the first email, my website, social media, the booking process, the deliverabilities. That's all within a luxury experience. High-end weddings also means to me that I am happy and excited to share these photos on my website. I know so many wedding photographers are struggling to book the type of weddings that they want to put on their website. If this is you, I want you to know that you're not alone. Actually, I've been talking with a lot of wedding photographers for the last couple of weeks, and what I've noticed is that most wedding photographers are getting ghosted. Number one, they're getting ghosted. 2024 seems like the year that no one is getting married. Who can relate with that? I also heard that a lot of wedding photographers are trying to charge premium prices, but there's a lot of other competition in the industry and where they're at, and they're charging less. So how can you charge more? I see. The main issue is I can't find the right market. I love it. I'm going to show these on the screen as well. This is what other people are saying. So a high-end wedding for this user is that a complete wedding from preparation of the bride at home until the party at a beautiful location. Beautiful. High-end weddings is luxury type of photo shoot. Amazing. I love it. So what is high end? What does high end wedding look like for you? A user said, this is my main issue. I just can't find the right market. My beautiful friend, you are in the right place. We're going to talk about the difference between the mid market and the high end market. So you are in the right place today. Now, someone said to me, I think it's because there's a lot of people that are experiencing that right now. Most wedding photographers are getting ghosted or they cannot charge premium prices. All right. So this is my version of high end. I want you to define your own version of high end. Now, as we're working throughout this masterclass, I want you to just take a look at how much would it be worth to you to build a successful wedding photography business. And I want you to put a number on it. So a monetary number. And I want you to drop it in the chat box. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just your answer, and your answer is perfect. For me, let me go big screen right here. When I graduated, I got my business degree. I had two options. Number one, I could have gone and worked at a 9 to 5 job. With my degree and with my years of experience, they told me that I could make around 40,000 euros per year. My starting salary was 40,000 euros per year. So for me, how much would it be worth to me, Stephen, to build a successful wedding photography business? Well, back then I said, well, it would be worth to me 40,000 euros, because 40,000 euros is my version of, okay, I can quit my 9 to 5 job, because at the end of the day, I'm working for myself and I'm making the same amount of money. And I don't have to work for someone else. I don't have to build someone else's dream. So how much would it be worth to you? Put a number on it. I see someone put 10,000 euros. It will be worth to you to build a successful wedding photography business. Someone said 25,000 euros. All right. So right now, okay, we have another one, 60,000 euros. Or florins or dollars, it doesn't matter. I am based in Rotterdam. I am in the Netherlands. So just ignore when I say euros and you don't have euros, but you get it, right? I'm going to use euros. 20,000 pounds per year. There we go. 20,000 pounds per year. This is what is worth to you. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is awesome. I love this. For me, it was 40,000 euros. So what is your number? I see 20K, I see 60K, I see 25K, I see 10,000 euros. Beautiful. Now, when I did this exercise, I asked myself, what does it give me? And I want to ask you today, what does it give you? What does that number give you? For me, when I said, okay, can I make 40,000 euros within a year with my wedding photography business? The answer was yes. The answer was yes. So what does it give me? Well, it gave me the opportunity to quit my 9 to 5 job. It gave me the opportunity to make 6 figures with my passion. It gives me a more luxurious lifestyle. Now, maybe not with 40,000 euros, but hey, you already know that I made 100,000 euros. So hey, I can live more like a luxurious lifestyle. It gave me more time with my family, with my friends. It gave me more freedom to travel the world. So what does it give you? What does this number give you? Put it in the chat box. You see, the importance of this is that we are defining our version of success. I don't have kids. I'm not married. So my version of success cannot look the same as yours, because maybe you have kids. Maybe you want time back with your family. And I want you to take a look at this, because this is super important as we're building the business of our dreams. So what does this number give you? Put in the chat box right now. What does this number give you? And with that, how does that make you feel? How does it make you feel that, like, hey, I'm making 60,000 per year. I'm making 20,000 pounds per year. I'm making 25,000 dollars, euros per year. I'm making an extra 10,000 euro per year. How does that make you feel? For me, it was, well, I have a peace of mind. I have the confidence that I'm building something that is sustainable. I have the freedom to travel the world and live life based on my own terms. I have more time with my family. I have a sense of purpose. I am happy. I am joyful. I am excited to do what I do. What does it give to you? And how does that make you feel? Someone said, this will give me and my family a great life if I get the chance to earn this much. Beautiful. I love it. What a beautiful realization. Because the reality is that there's an opportunity for you as well. There's a seat for you at the table. And today I want to show you that this is also possible for you. Now, let's talk numbers, because the reality is that this is a numbers game. Photography, weddings, bookings, business is all about numbers. Now, most wedding photographers in the mid market are charging an average of $2,600 per wedding. If this is you, let me know if this is you. If you are on the rate, if you're even if you feel like even sharing with us in the chat box how much you charge on average, feel free to do that. But I want you to know, if you want to reach six figures, charging an average of $2,600, you need to book at least 39 weddings per year. At least, at minimum. And this is without subtracting the cost of doing business, lifestyle, all of that. So if you want to reach six figures and you're charging $2,600 an average per wedding, you need to book at least 39 weddings a year. And this is where we say, oh my goodness, that's a lot of weddings. And this is goodbye to to most of your weekends. Goodbye time with family. Goodbye your freedom. So if this is what you're charging right now, I just want you to take a look at the numbers, because this is really important. It's a numbers game. Now, today, you are going to learn how to charge an average of $7,000 per wedding. If you want to reach six figures, you only need to book 15 weddings a year. So we went from 39 weddings to 15 weddings per year. Now, let's say, for example, this Facebook user, I don't know your name, can't see your name, but this Facebook user said, I want to make 60,000 euros, florins, dollars, doesn't matter, per year. Hey, you need to book less than 15 if you're charging an average of 7,000 per year. You need to book like 10, and then you made 70,000, even more than what you wanted, right? So I just want you to know the numbers. The numbers will tell you the real story. But the real question, and I want to see in the chat box, is how much are you willing to give to achieve this goal? How much are you willing to give when it comes to time, energy, money, because it's part of it, but also the most important one, commitment. How much are you willing to give to achieve this goal? If this is something that you want bad enough, how committed are you to make it happen? And here's the key word, commitment. Some of you are already sitting there after you put the number in the chat box and you're telling yourself, yeah, but I don't know if I can make it happen. Maybe it's because I don't have enough years of experience. Maybe it's because you don't think like you are creative enough, or maybe there's other photographers out there that are charging more than you and they have more connection, more experience, more resources. And maybe you're sitting there and you're telling yourself, maybe it's not possible for me. I'm not asking you if you're ready. I'm asking you if you're committed. Because think about it. When was you 100 when were you 100% ready? If you are a parent, were you 100% ready to become a parent? Of course not. No one is 100% ready to become a parent. Were you 100% ready to get married? Of course not. Were you 100% ready to ride a bike or to start walking as you were a kid? Of course not. So readiness is a choice. It's a choice that you have to make today if you are willing to commit to do this. So if you are willing to commit 100%, you are an action taker. You are someone that takes action towards your dreams. Put a yes in the chat box. Just put a yes, because I want you to look at others and see if they can do it, I can do it too. If Steven can do it, I can do it too. Put a yes in the chat box if you are willing to commit to do this. Someone said, I am willing to give everything to make things work in this business, but I just do not know where to start. I have years of experience, but all I'm attracting are people who are willing to pay less. You are in the perfect place, because today we're going to cover how we can stop attracting price shoppers. How many of us are experiencing that there's a lot of price shoppers? Trust me, I'm talking based on experience. I know this. I've been doing this for over a decade. Actually, that's a great way to start, because the distance between your dreams and reality is called action. I see yeses in the chat box. I love it. Yes, yes, and yes. I love it. Today is your day, my beautiful friend. Today is the day that your business sees a different light. Because what is at stake for you if you don't make it happen? This is also one question that I ask myself. What is at stake for you if you don't make it happen? For me, when I graduated and I needed to make a decision, 9 to 5 job or go all in with my wedding photography business, what is at stake if I didn't go all the way in, committed to grow my wedding photography business? Number one, I would be stuck at a 9 to 5 job that doesn't fulfill me. Number two, I will be sacrificing time away from family and friends. And number three, I might even quit because of getting tired of trying and trying and trying and trying, and it doesn't work. What is at stake right now for you? What would happen if you don't commit? Put in the chat box. And if right now you're sitting there and you look at your bank account at the end of the month and your wedding photography is not producing the amount of money that you are excited to see in your bank account, maybe it's time to start acting differently. In fact, Albert Einstein describes insanity as the act of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result. That is insanity. But if you want a different result in your business, you need to start acting differently. And today I'm going to show you exactly what are the things that you can apply in your business so you can act differently, so therefore you get different results. Someone said, yeah, it will fail. If I don't commit, if I don't make it happen, I will fail. You're right. And I don't want that for you. Well, let's start with introducing myself. Maybe you have no idea who I am. Like, who's this loud guy? Well, my name is Steven the Cuban. No, I am not from Cuba. I was actually born in Aruba, raised in Aruba, born and raised in Aruba. And 8 years ago, I've moved to the Netherlands. I've been living here. I lived first in The Hague, and now I'm living in Rotterdam. But I travel a lot between Europe and Aruba to document high-end destination weddings. I've moved to Europe in 2016, but I photographed my first wedding in 2014. I was named as one of the top 10 wedding photographers in The Hague within 2 years of moving to the Netherlands. So I enter a new marketplace and I was like, huh? How do I do this? In 2 years, I was named as one of the top 10 wedding photographers. I've made over $100,000 within my business within 15 months. I travel the world. I'm booking between $7,000 to $12,000 per wedding. And I have been featured in different magazines and blogs that you can see below. And I work with luxury um, I work with luxury resorts like Ritz-Carlton, Marriott, Stellaris, Hyatt Regency Resort, and different high-end wedding planners. I've been featured on Carrots and Cake in the magazine Bridal Guide. I've been featured in The Knot, The Perfect Wedding, Focus, Zancu Weddings, La Champanera in Spain. So if you're sitting there and like, who's this guy? And should I listen to him? This is my proof. The reality is that I've made it happen. I've made it happen. So today I want to share with you how I made it happen. But here's the thing. I didn't get here overnight. I had zero experience, connections, and resources to book high-end weddings. When I moved to the Netherlands, it was my first time living abroad. It was my first time living in Holland. It was my first time living alone. So I'm like, holy cow, how do I do this? In fact, I had zero portfolio in the Netherlands. I used to compare myself with other photographers that were more talented and had really expensive gear. And there I was like, how did I make this happen? In fact, when I moved here, I came here as a student. I didn't have a big budget. In fact, I don't have a luxury upbringing. My dad used to work 2 jobs to pay the bills. My mom has been a care housewife caregiver. She took care of me and all the kids, all my siblings, the moment I was born. So she doesn't have a 9 to 5 job either. We had one income in the family, which was my dad, but he had to work 2 jobs. I grew up in San Nicolas, which is considered the last fortunate part of Aruba. I have zero family members that have built a wedding photography business. Not even that, a business. I don't have entrepreneurs in my family. So if you're sitting there and you're using the excuse, I don't have enough experience, I don't know how to build a business, blah, 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 I'm here to tell you, I get it, me too. But still, I made it happen. So I'm not asking you to be ready, I'm asking you to be committed, because this is possible for you too. Instead of discounting your services, you can build a wedding photography business that makes you and your bank account happy, even if you don't feel 100% ready yet. All right. So right now, I want you to take a notebook, because we're going to be start writing, taking notes. And this is important, because up next, I'm going to highlight the real reasons why most struggling wedding photographers can't charge premium prices. If you have questions, feel free to drop it in the chat box as I'm going. And then at the end of the masterclass, I'll be hosting a 15-minute Q&A session. And then I will answer all the questions. So just start dropping them in the chat box. And then as I go, I will answer all of your questions. All right. So let's start with the first reason. Number one, they focus on making pretty images and not on the business. You see, a lot of struggling wedding photographers make the mistake of only focus on making pretty images. What do I mean by that? They believe that if they want to book more weddings, more high-end weddings, they need to be more creative. Maybe they need to change their editing style. Maybe they need to test different lighting techniques. Maybe they have to test different poses. Maybe they have to shoot at a different location. They focus too much on the art of photography. But there's a difference between an artist and a successful wedding photographer. If you're multitasking, come back to me, because this is important. The moment that I graduated, I studied business. I have a business degree. And I remember coming here, and a lot of people would ask me, but Stephen, why are you studying business and not photography? It would have made more sense if you study photography. My response was always this: I don't want to be a starving artist. Ooh, wait, let me repeat that. I don't want to be a starving artist. There's a lot of wedding photographers out there that are really, really creative. They are really, really talented. In fact, there are more people out there that are more talented than I am, but they're not a good business owner. So, what's the point of being really creative, but you cannot sell your services? And here's the thing, I'm speaking to the photographer that wants to build a photography business. If you're just doing this for the fun of it, for a hobby, because you just like it and it doesn't matter how much money you make, all good with me, no problem. But if you are a photographer that wants to build a successful, profitable wedding photography business, the reality is that the moment you've made the decision that you want to build a wedding photography business, you have created different roles in your business. Successful wedding photographers understand the different roles in their business. So, what do I mean by that? Let's go deeper. The moment you started this business, you automatically created different roles that you have to fulfill in your business. Whether you are fulfilling them or not, these roles exist. They are there. I'm talking about the marketing role, the sales role, product developer, customer service, editor, and yes, being the photographer. Most struggling wedding photographers are focusing too much on the photographer role. They are only focusing on, let me be the photographer taking photos. Let me be creative taking photos. But here's the difference between a struggling wedding photographer and a high-end wedding photographer. High-end wedding photographers fulfill the most important roles their business need. Keyword here is need. The reality is that your business need you to fulfill these roles. You have taxes to pay, so you have to do accountancy. You have investment to make, so you need to know the finance. You have to attract more people, so you need to do marketing and branding, right? High-end wedding photographers know that in order to grow a high-end wedding photography business, you need to focus on the revenue generating roles that moves the needle in your business. What are those? Let's take a look at what revenue generating roles are not. Revenue generating roles are not calling and editing photos. They're not changing your About Me page on your website for the 12th time. It's not about designing wedding albums. It's not about watching lens reviews on YouTube because gear is important. If most of your time is spending on these activities in your business, we really, really have to take a closer look on what's the future on your business. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about how you are operating in your business, because this is where most successful wedding photographers spend their time. They leverage their personal branding. They elevate their perceived value. They become so good at mastering sales calls. They're building strong partnerships. They're creating a luxury experience for their clients. Those are revenue generating roles. I want to take a highlight Bethany that said, I hired an editor, best decision ever. This is beautiful. And this is exactly what I mean. Editing photos doesn't produce money. So this is something that you can outsource. And Bethany is a great example of that. I also outsource all of my editing. I also outsource my wedding album designing phase. I also outsource my my emails. I also outsource the booking process. I don't do those things because those things doesn't make me money. These things make me money. Leveraging my personal brand, elevating my perceived value, mastering sales call, building strong partnerships, creating a luxury experience for my clients. Those are revenue generating roles. And when you spend time there, this is what's happened. Once you understand all the different roles that your business need is a keyword, you can shift your focus to the most important things that will make the biggest difference in your bottom line. Once you understand the different roles that your business need, you can start charging premium prices and book more high-end weddings. All right, let's continue with number 2. The reason why most struggling wedding photographers are not charging premium prices is because they don't have an effective sales strategy. Let's just be honest, is we're here. We're all photographers and we're in a safe place. Who struggles with the sales aspect of their business? Like whether it is booking clients, whether it is the sales call, whether it is that writing emails that are persuasive so that they can book, whether it is creating incentives for people to buy, whether it is dealing with sales objection, whether it is creating an experience throughout the whole journey. Who's struggling with that? Okay, I see me going on here. I cannot see your name, but I see that someone is saying me. Yeah, you're not alone. In fact, I struggled for a really long time with the sales part. But this is rooted in one of the following misconceptions that most struggling wedding photographers have. Charge what you're worth. That is one of the worst advice that you can give a wedding photographer. Charge what you're worth. Who have heard this before? I've heard this before. They've told me that. But when they told me that, I'm like, yo, but I don't know what I'm worth. Like, how do I define that? Like, let me just lit a candle, do kumbaya, and then I figure out how much I'm worth? No. You see, what the problem here is that most wedding photographers don't even know what they are worth. So what they end up doing is they start looking at other photographers in the industry and they look at their pricing and then they decide their pricing strategy based on the competitors. And I don't want this for you, because here's another perspective. You shouldn't charge what you think you're worth. You should charge what your clients think you are worth. Let me repeat that. You shouldn't charge what you think you're worth. You should charge what your clients think you are worth. Let me take some water right now. How? Successful wedding photographers understand that in order to charge premium prices, you have to be really good at showing the value that your service provide. This slide right here is one of the most important slides that I'm going to teach about. So pay close attention here. You as a wedding photographer have to be really, really good at communicating that the value that your service provide exceeds the investment that your clients are paying for your services. So let's say, for example, if you're charging $2,600, this is your investment, your value has to be higher than $2,600. So it's really, really important for you to understand the difference between pricing the investment they're making in you and the value that you communicate. Now, one way to increase your perceived value is by building a personal brand. Just take a look at these successful wedding photographers that have built a recognizable brand by using the power of their personal brand. Who knows Jose Vela? Who knows Lauren Fair? I mean, Jasmine. Oh, I have a typo. Jasmine Star. Jasmine Star is no longer a wedding photographer right now, but in the early, a couple of years ago, she has been named as one of the top 10 wedding photographers in the world. And she has used her personal branding to achieve this. Ben Hartley, anyone? Caitlin James, anyone? I mean, these wedding photographers have used the power of their own personal brand so that they can stand out in the marketplace and increase their perceived value, which justifies premium prices. Because the reality is that building a personal brand helps you stand out from your competitors. It increases your perceived value. It humanizes your business and it connects your potential customers on a more personal level, creating trust and loyalty. And when you build a personal brand, you don't have to compete based on pricing anymore, or talent, or creativity. Because your personal brand is going to help you stand out. And that's why building a personal brand is the fastest and most effective way to increase your perceived value as a wedding photographer so you can charge premium prices and book high-end weddings. I want you to take a screenshot of this slide. Take a photo of it because this is important. When you build a personal brand, you can increase your perceived value so that you can charge premium prices and book high-end weddings. This is where the value increases from the investment they are making. Now, the second misconception that most wedding photographers have is that they believe all couples are price shoppers. Who have thought this before? I know someone said it. A Facebook user said it before that I want to book, but the main issue is that I cannot find the right market. This is my main issue. I just can't find the right market. If this is you, let me know. Put in the chat box. This is me. You see, most wedding photographers believe that all couples are price shoppers. And you know what? You're right. Because the reality is that we are all price shoppers, me and you both. But when we're buying something that we can tell the difference between two brands, when we're buying something that we cannot tell the difference between two brands, we will price shop. Your couples are the same thing. If they have the option to book you and the next photographer, and they cannot tell the difference between the two of you, they're going to choose the cheapest one. That is just facts. So again, your goal is to show how you are different. Now, today I'm launching my signature course for wedding photographers, the High-End Click. In the High-End Click, we work on a framework. And this framework is based on 3 different core pillars that fulfills the complete journey of building a high-end wedding photography business. The first pillar is your perceived value. This is the image that your audience have about you and your business. And in order to charge premium prices, you need to increase your perceived value. So studies in consumer behavior suggest that perceived value plays a significant role in pricing. A well-crafted personal brand can enhance the perceived value of a photographer's service, justifying premium prices in the eyes of potential customers. So this happens in the mind of your consumer. The perceived value happens in the mind. So let's just do a test right here. I'm gonna come closer right here. When I say, oops, not here, here. When I say Pepsi is better than Coca-Cola, some of you would say, you're right. Some of you would say, no, you're wrong. What happened there? You have a perceived value from Pepsi or Coca-Cola. I can say the Kardashians are amazing. Some of you would say, yeah, you're right. Some of you like, no, I don't like the Kardashians. Perceived value. Some of you can say, well, I can say Jose Vela doesn't take beautiful images. Some of you can say Jose Vela is an amazing photographer. It's a perceived value. So same thing happens with your ideal customers. When they look at you, if your competition doesn't think that you're good, it doesn't matter. Who needs to think that you're good? Your ideal customer, the one that is booking you. So this is where we put our focus. So a well-crafted personal brand can enhance your perceived value, justifying the premium prices. Now, I've also heard before that some photographers believe that high-end clients are high maintenance, which means that they are really difficult to please. They're really demanding. They will never be happy with their photos. If this is you, let me know in the chat box. Just put yes, I believe this. Just put yes in the chat box if this is you. But I want to show you a different perspective. Just recently, I booked a $12,000 wedding. It was one of the most amazing clients that I've worked with, and they've never questioned my pricing. They never asked for discount, and guess what? They paid in full in one shot. Not only that, this wedding was in August last year. Right now, I'm busy with them working on their wedding albums, or I outsource it, but we're working on creating wedding albums for them. They ask for 4 different wedding albums. One for their engagement photo shoot, one for their wedding itself, and 2 for each set of parents. That is worth over $7,000 on wedding albums, making them a $19,000 client. Just imagine, from one client, I made almost $20,000, and they were not high maintenance. They were the best experience that I've ever had. Actually, we follow each other on Instagram. We send each other memes. We tag each other in comments. We've built a friendship. So if you're here thinking, yeah, but I'm scared about like booking high-end weddings because I don't know if I can handle it. Well, it's not difficult. They are just normal people with expensive taste, but they're just normal people. All right? So I want you to let go of this misconception that you need to really, really, really go out of your way and like be tired and then like do so much in order to satisfy these clients. That's not true. All right, let's continue with the third misconception that most wedding photographers have, is that you cannot charge premium prices if you're new to the game. Who has thought this before? Put in the chat box, me. Who has thought that you cannot charge premium prices if you are new to the game? Most wedding photographers believe that they cannot charge premium prices because they think they need more years of experience. And you see, here's the thing. Think about Gucci and Prada. These high-end brands, do you really think they are going to wait until their 5th anniversary to start charging premium prices? No, of course not. Gucci and Prada, you don't stand, they're not like, wait, okay, now is our 5th anniversary. Okay, let's increase our pricing. That doesn't make sense, right? You see, what high-end brands, what luxury brands what they understand is that it's not about the years of experience that you have, it's about the experience that you create for your ideal customer. The same thing happens in wedding photography. High-end wedding photographers understand that your worth is not tied to the numbers of years of experience that you have. Your worth is not tied to the numbers of years of experience that you have. If that would have been the truth, then most Louis. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell the story in a bit, but just this week, I had to go to Louis Vuitton to change one of my belts that got ripped within 2 months of buying it. The experience they gave me was mind blowing. I didn't question how many years of experience they have or the person that helped me. They are charging premium prices. The belt was $650. I recently talked with my brother, and he's like, "You pay $650 for a belt?" I'm like, "Yeah." Why? Because I value great luxury experience. I value it. Also, it gives you a sense of um of perceived value, right? Like buying these type of brands, I like it. Your word is not tied to the number of experience that you have. Now, your perceived value happens in the mind of your potential clients. Your job is to increase your perceived value to justify premium prices. So don't worry about the years of experience. I can't remember when was the last time that someone asked me, how many years of experience do you have? Oh, 8? Not 10. Never mind, I'm not going to book you. It sounds crazy, right? Like now we're doing it as a joke, but it's not a joke, it's the truth. If someone sees you, if your potential client sees you, and you're doing a great job communicating the perceived value, you can charge premium prices. But it's a choice. It's a choice that you have to make if you want to work on your perceived value. Now, let's do an exercise. I want to see in the chat box. You're going to rate yourself from 1 to 10 on how well you're doing with your personal brand online. Number 1 is not doing well at all. Number 10 is a master of personal branding. So for point number 1, you're showing your personality, values, and the human behind the brand. How would you rate yourself here? Between 1 and 10. You're showing up on social media. You're showing your personality. People are seeing your face. They hear your voice. They get to know you on a deeper and more personal level. They understand your values. They see the human behind the brand. How well would you rate yourself from 1 to 10? 1, not doing well at all. 10, master at personal branding. I see a 10. I see a 6. I see a 7. Beautiful. This is great for awareness. I want to see everyone. Everyone put it in the chat. Let's go. Showing your personality, values, and human behind the brand. 4. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you for being honest. Amazing. Okay. Let's go to point number 2. You know what type of content to share. How would you rate yourself? From 1 to 10. You know what type of content to share. I see 4. I see 2. Okay. Oh, geez, a 3. Social media, not my generation. Beautiful. I love it. I love it, Bethany. Thank you for being honest. Okay. You know what type of content to create? A 2. I see 2. I see 4. I see 2. I see another 4. Okay. Point number 3. You stand out from the other photographers in the field. How would you rate yourself in this point? 1 to 10. You're standing out from the competition. I see 4, I see 7, I see 5, I see 3. Beautiful. So there's a lot of room for improvement right here. I see a 2. Amazing, beautiful. I see another 3. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for sharing. I see an 8. Awesome. Thank you. I see another 8. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing in the chat. I see another 8. Beautiful. All right, cool. So now we have awareness that there's room for improvement. I always like to say, I give myself a 9, 10 is for God, but we can always strive to become better, right? So beautiful. Thank you for sharing this with me. Now let's recap these 3 misconceptions. Number 1, charge what you're worth. No, don't charge what you're worth. Charge what your clients think you're worth. And how do you influence that? Increasing your perceived value. All couples are price shoppers? Well, the reality is that we are all price shoppers when we cannot tell the difference between 2 brands. When you stand out in the competition, they're not going to price shops anymore. And number 3, you cannot charge premium prices if you're new to the game. Is that true? You don't see Gucci and Prada waiting for their 5th anniversary to charge premium prices. So why are you waiting until, I don't know, for permission? For amount of years of experience? For amount of weddings under your belt? I don't know what you're waiting for, but if you're waiting until you get permission to do it, my question to you is, how much longer are you going to wait? And who's going to tell you, like, okay, now you have enough experience, now you can increase your prices? Who's going to tell you? Who? No one is going to tell you that, because at the end of the day, this is your business. You're making the rules. So it's not about more years. It's not about of being more creative. It's not about charging less than the competitors. It's about focusing on the revenue generating roles that moves the needle in your business. Are you guys still with me? Is this helpful? Is this helping you in one way or the other? Are you getting value from this? Put yes in the chat box so that I know that this is helpful. Because we're coming to this final piece of this masterclass. But before we get there, I just want you to know this. There are other photographers out there with less experience, less resources, less connections, and still they are charging more than you because they have believed in themselves. Someone dropped the mic. Ooh, I'm getting the chills as I'm saying this. There are other photographers out there that has all the reasons not to do it, but they're still doing it just because they have believed in themselves. Just because they've made the decision to commit to their business. Are you willing to commit to building a wedding photography business that not only charges premium prices, but gives you the freedom to live life based on your own terms, that gives you time back with your family and friends, and gives you the opportunity to live a more fulfilled life? How beautiful would that be? I don't know who that is, but drop the mic. Okay. All right, let's continue with the final piece. The reason why most struggling wedding photographers cannot charge premium prices is because they don't have a conversion blueprint. What is a conversion blueprint? A conversion blueprint, think about it like the process to turning a complete stranger on the internet to a paying customer. Most wedding photographers that are struggling to make good money in their business, they don't have the system and processes in place to book high-end clients. In fact, most believe they need to invest more time, more energy, and gain more followers on Instagram or Facebook or on TikTok in order to book more weddings. They believe the more they put out there, the more they will get. But the reality is that I like to compare it like having a bucket of water that you're putting water in it. You have a bucket and you're putting water in it. More time, more weddings, more followers, more energy, more and more and more and more and more, only to realize that the bucket has holes in the bottom. So it really doesn't how much more water you add to the system if the system is broken. And there's a lot of wedding photographers out there that don't even have a system in their business, and they're trying to charge premium prices and book more high-end weddings. But at the end of the day, they look back and they're not happy with the clients that they're booking. They are tired of undercharging and giving discounts. They're frustrated that people are not valuing their work. You know, I speak so passionately about this because I was one there too. I also believe that this was too far for me to achieve. I also once believed that I will never be able to photograph a wedding in Madrid, or one in Paris, or one in France, or this one that are looking just right now. This was a wedding at the Marriott Solaris in Aruba that I photographed. I also thought it was difficult. But today I am living proof that you can make it work. And if I can make it work and I came from nothing, imagine where you can be 3, 6, 9, 12 months from now when you finally start applying something in your business that works. Now, in the High and Click program, I teach the framework that I talked to you, that I already showed you before. The first step was the perceived value. We talked about this. The second step is your conversion blueprint. Think about it like your sales strategy. Your sales strategy has really, really, really a lot of effect on the decision making of your clients. So there are two types of clients. We have the mid-market clients and we have the high-end clients. The mid-market clients focus primarily on pricing. They are what we call price shoppers. Pricing is really important for them. Not the photography is important, but not as much. The client experience, but not as much. Now, if we take a look at the high-end clients, pricing is there, but it's not as important as the client experience. The client experience is the most powerful factor when it comes to booking high-end weddings. Photography as well, but not as much as the client experience. So what I'm saying is that, yes, you need to be always working on your craft, making beautiful images, showing what you can do, but the experience comes before your creativity. And in the High and Click, you're gonna learn the conversion blueprint. When you join the High and Click, you're gonna learn about the conversion blueprint, which is the 4-step method on booking more high-end weddings. Let me go full screen here because this is important. If you're multitasking, come back to me. This is super, super important. So the conversion blueprint is a 4-step method. It starts with the traffic. So let me use a metaphor here. Just think about having a clothing store. Let's say you have a clothing store in the street of Amsterdam and you're selling clothes. And what you need in order to sell clothes is you need traffic in front of your store. You need people to pass by, right? This is what we call the brand awareness part. This is where marketing comes into play. This is where promotions comes into play. Traffic is really, really important for your wedding photography business. This is where we get most people interested in our stuff. Now, let's pretend you have a clothing store in Amsterdam. I am someone that is walking outside and I pass in front of your store. Boom. I have brand awareness. Then I take a look at your store and I see a really nice shirt that I like, or a pants. Oh, that shirt and pants are beautiful. Let me take a look. Let me go inside and take a look. Now I've entered in the lead phase, which means I am a lead. I am a potential customer from your clothing store because, I've shown like, hey, I'm interested in whatever you're selling. Let me go inside. Same thing with your business. You have to be really good at marketing and really good at converting a cold audience into a lead. These are marketing terms which I teach in the program, but essentially a cold audience is people that have no idea who you are. When they become a lead, they become a warm audience. There are people that are interested in your stuff. Just like me interested in buying the pants at your store in Amsterdam. From there, I go inside and we get into the conversion piece, which is maybe I'm going to try on the shirt. Maybe I'm going to put the pants on. Maybe I'm going to try it. I'm going to walk in it. I'm going to look myself in the mirror. This is where I'm started to get closer to the conversion piece. Same thing with your wedding photography business. The conversion piece is where you get people on your website. Maybe they send you an email. Maybe they reach out via Instagram DM. Maybe they send you a private message on Facebook. Maybe they saw you somewhere and they're interested in working with you. Your job here is to be really, really good at sales. And we've seen in the chat box that most of you find it really challenging when it comes to converting a potential client into paying customer. This is where most of it happens. From there is the deliverables. Let's go back to the store in Amsterdam. I tried the shirt on, I tried the pants on, I like it. You know what? I'm gonna buy it. Here's my money. I'm gonna swipe, thank you, and then you deliver the clothes to me. You hand it in to me. These are the deliverables. Same thing with your wedding photography business. Booking the client, where do they pay, the experience of all from the booking all the way to the day of the wedding day, meetings in between, working on the timeline, giving them the wedding guide, creating a complete experience. And the deliverables are, of course, how you deliver the wedding photography experience the day of the wedding, but also the day after, but also the week after, but also until you deliver all the photos and then some more. This is what we work on when you join the High End Click. But here's the most important piece. If you're multitasking, come back to me. High-end wedding photographers create a luxury experience throughout the whole journey. All these 4 different steps, there are ways to create a luxury experience so that you can book more weddings. High-end wedding photographers understand that when you put your clients first, you automatically increase your perceived value. So, and this is why I sometimes I get like frustrated when someone tells me, "I know, Steven, I don't want to put my face on Instagram." Well, I don't feel camera ready every time either. In fact, I don't like to be on camera every single time. But the reality is that I understand that when I make it about my client, they are the one that is going to benefit from me showing my face. Right now, I'm showing my face on this masterclass. I'm teaching a framework. I'm not making it about me. In fact, I believe that I need a better haircut, or at least the hair is growing. So maybe I should fix my fade. If I was making it about me, I wouldn't be showing up. I'm showing up because of you, because I care about you. Same thing with your wedding photography business. Don't make it about you. People don't care that you're not camera ready. People don't care that you have a pimple on your forehead. You care. And that's the problem, because you're making it about you. Successful wedding photographers don't make it about them. They make it about their clients. Therefore, they automatically increase their perceived value. Now, let me ask you a quick question. Where do you think there are gaps in your business? When you take a look at the first step method of the blueprint, of the conversion blueprint, where do you think there's room for improvement in your business? Where do you think there are gaps? Is it on the traffic side, where it's about marketing, promoting yourself, showing your perceived value, creating connection? Is it on the lead part, where it becomes like someone found out your Instagram or your website, or they send you an email, but for you it's a little bit difficult to convert that lead into a paying customer, which is also the conversion part. Where do you think you're struggling the most? I see a lot of traffic, 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 traffic. How about conversion, making the sale, booking the client, not giving discounts, charging premium prices? Or is it the deliverables, where you create the experience, the wedding on the wedding day itself, or on the day after, or the week after, or when you're delivering the photos, getting them into a wedding album sales process? Where do you think where do you think you have the most challenges going on right now? Is it traffic, lead, conversion, or deliverables? I see a lot of traffic. I see traffic here. I see another traffic here. I see another traffic here. I see conversion. Conversion. Someone said conversion. I think due to advertising it to the wrong market. Yep, that's the thing. And if you, right now you're seeing traffic, um, the problem is that only doing marketing isn't enough. Because if right now you feel like the marketing is difficult, you need the other pieces too. Because imagine if you're only doing marketing, and like this person, I cannot see your name, you get to the conversion part, and then the client that you attracted in the previous steps are not the right type of client. There are clients that are price shoppers, or they're asking for discounts, or they are just looking for the cheapest one out there. So just traffic is not just focusing on traffic is not enough. You have to be good at all four of these. Okay, someone said we are in a traffic phase as we are still starting the business. Beautiful. So you are in a beautiful place, because right now you can start working on, okay, if from here, from traffic, I want to turn this traffic into lead, what can I do in this phase? And then how can I turn that lead into a paying customer? What are the process to move someone from this phase to the next phase? So you're at a beautiful place right here. So marketing is not enough, but we create the complete system so that we can just think about it like a machine. Think about it like the traffic is the input and the deliverables is the output. In with one client, they go traffic, lead, conversion, deliverables, output. It becomes like a machine that people just go through again and again and again and again. In fact, this is exactly what we do in the high-end click. But I will show you in a bit. I have a slide for this. Let's just recap this. The real reason why most struggling wedding photographers can charge premium prices is because, number one, they focus on making pretty images and not on the business. We talk about the different roles. Being the photographer is important. Making pretty images is important, but they are not the most important things. They're part of it. They're not revenue generating roles. Number two, they don't have an effective sales strategy. Like we talked about converting someone into paying customer. Do you know how to lead a sales call? Do you know how to create content on social media that will attract the right type of clients? And number three, they're not using a conversion blueprint to deliver a high-end experience. High-end brands understand that it is the experience that you create that will increase your perceived value, making your ideal customer believe that you are worth what you're worth. This is what we talked about. Don't charge what you think you're worth. Charge what your clients think you're worth. That is what is important. All right. Well, my friend, today you have a choice because you can continue doing the same thing that you've been doing and you can get the same results. I've heard a quote before that your physical reality right now is a sum up is the conversion of all the things that you've done in the past. So if right now you've done things in the past that is not giving you the result that you want today, maybe it's time to start acting differently. Because today you have a choice. You can choose to be an action taker and try something new. And if you're ready to be an action taker, I'm about to show you how. If you are an action taker, drop it in the chat. I'm an action taker. Just put that. I am an action taker. I am someone that values my business. I am someone that is passionate about business. Here's the thing. When you started, if you're just like me, if you're just like most wedding photographers out there, the moment you started your photography business, you started it because you wanted to share your art with the world. You wanted to share your creativity with the world. And for most, when we started this business, we realized that it comes with so much more responsibilities. It comes with so much more that maybe you're not ready to do. Maybe you're not good with accountancy. Maybe you're not good with marketing. Maybe you're not the best with personal branding. But the reality is that your business needs these things. And when I started this business, I started it because I wanted to share my art with the world. But it takes way more than that. Option one, you have options today. Number one is that you can go and do it on your own and figure it out by trial and error. But this takes the most amount of time and is usually the most overwhelming. So you can go ahead and try it on your own, lose time, actually waste time doing it, trying to figure it out, watching YouTube videos, things like that. But this takes amount of time. And we both know that time is something that we cannot get back. So this might not be the most effective strategy. But option number two, you can take action with a proven plan and get the fast pass to increasing your perceived value so you can charge premium prices and book high-end weddings. Because what you have learned today is that building a personal brand is the fastest and most effective way to increase your perceived value as a wedding photographer so you can charge premium prices and book high-end weddings. Now, the framework that I teach and that I use in my business is the exact framework that I teach in the high-end click program. And today we talked about two parts, but there are three parts that plays a role in this framework. Pay close attention to this. This is really important. If you're multitasking, come back to me. These are the three main pillars to creating a luxury experience for your clients so you can charge premium prices. Today we cover perceived value and conversion blueprint. We didn't cover relationships yet. Relationship, think about it like client relationships, vendors in the industry, relationships with them, partnerships, collaborations. Just think about, okay, let me test you with something. You are a wedding photographer. What is one thing, or what is the first thing that your clients book when they are planning their wedding? Just think about it. Before they book you as a wedding photographer, what is one thing that they book before they book you? What is one thing that they make sure they have before they reach out to you? It is really, really easy. Not everyone, I know there's a delay in between, but I'm going to wait a little bit in the chat box. What is one thing? There we go. Boom. There we go. You already got it. Let me put it on the screen. Venue. Exactly. That's it. Planner or value. That's exactly. Exactly. The wedding dress or the event planner. Dress not as much, but the planner or the venue. The venue, the first thing. Because here's the thing: if they're gonna book a photographer, what's the first thing you ask them? When is it and where? If they haven't booked the venue yet, they don't know. So they have to book that before. So that's why relationships are really, really important when it comes to building a high-end wedding photography business, because relationships will help you get in front of your ideal customer before they even think about looking for a photographer. Built on. Now, there are more aspects that are that think about like a dance, right? This dance is the main three pillars are these three, but all of these factors take a huge influence in your business when it comes to attracting and converting more high-end clients. So think about the marketing piece. This is where we talk about the traffic. Think about your personal branding. Think about your luxury experience, your expectation strategy. Think about your online presence, the publication, getting published in different magazines and blogs, client relationships, partnerships, collaboration, communication, recommendations. All of these factors play a huge role when it comes to building a luxury wedding photography business. And it is through all these different factors that we go again and again and again through it. Think about it like a loop. It keeps on going again and again and again and again. And this is how you consistently keep on attracting the right person to your business and turn them into paying customer as a wedding photographer. And this is exactly what you are going to learn in the High End Click program. So today I introduce you to the High End Click framework. When you join the High End Click program, I will show you how to apply it, because the High End Click is now open for enrollment. This is the first day that you get the opportunity to join this program. And this program is based on 3 different modules that is going to help you build that luxury wedding photography business. In module number 1, we're going to be working on your brand story, values, and personality. We're also going to work on your elevator pitch and your mission statement. We're also going to be working on your brand visual identity. This is the core foundation of your business. Think about it like building a house. When you build a house, you need first the foundation. Then you build on top of that foundation. Same thing with your wedding photography business. Your personal brand, the human behind that camera, you as the photographer, is the person that is going to be scaling the business. You are the most important part of this business. You are the one that is going to be having those conversations with your clients. You're going to be the one that is going to make those sales calls. You're going to be the one that is going to be showing yourself on your website. So this is the core foundation. In module number 2, we will be working on your high-end attraction blueprint. The things we will be working on is your ideal customer avatar, choosing your attraction platform and your content categories, setting up partnerships and collaborations. In module number 3, we'll be working on your conversion blueprint. We'll be working on your high-end offer suite, your pricing strategy, sales call structure, and script for more conversion. We are also going to receive a bonus masterclass on how to raise your prices. This has a lot to do with your money mindset. So we'll be working on your money mindset as well. From there, in module number 4, you're going to create your luxury experience. We're going to work on your luxury experience process, the high-end wedding guide, your wedding CRM system, so customer relationship management system, and outsourcing strategy. From there, we go on social media, the traffic part, how you can stand out on social media with your content creation. We'll work on your Instagram conversion strategy, your multi-channel framework, and the different type of content to post online to increase your perceived value. In module number 6, you're going to learn about how to increase traffic on your website with SEO. You're going to optimize your website for more traffic. You're going to add key factors to your website to rank higher on Google. And you're going to learn how to promote your website on different marketing channels. This is possible for you too. I believe it. It's more than possible to charge premium prices without losing clients, with less stress and overwhelm, without 5 years of experience, and without having to do it all alone. This is your invitation to join the high-end click today, which will be sold in the future at 3,000 euros. However, since this is my first time launching this course, I'm giving the first 20 members a 1,500 euros discount. Instead of paying 3,000, you're going to pay today 1,497. But this is my goal. Since I'm launching it for the first time, I'm only inviting a small group of people that I can work closely with. And my goal is to help you book at least $5,000 in revenue within 12 weeks. Basically, you only need to book one wedding to get your money's worth. But here's the big part. The reason why I'm giving a 1,500 euros discount is because I want to help you as much as possible so you can get result, and then you can give me testimonials. When I get testimonials, next time I launch this program, I can increase the prices because there's a lot of results that you've got, and this will help me back up the course even better, right? It helps with the marketing. It's a money-making part. Now, apart from the course, you're also going to get different bonuses. You're going to get over 10 different email templates for wedding photographers. This is valued at $197, but you're going to get it totally for free. Bonus number 2 is all about contracts for wedding photographers. This is valued at $597, but you're also going to get it for free. Bonus number 3 is a money mindset training plus sales call scripts to charge over $10,000 per wedding. This is valued at $997, but you're going to get it totally for free as part of the high-end click. Bonus number 4 is the Instagram sales funnel masterclass for wedding photographers. This is valued at $497. Today, you're going to get it totally for free. Bonus number 5, this is all about taxes. We all have a love and hate relationship with taxes. You have to pay taxes, but you can also get taxes in return. I'm going to help you with the latter. So there are 12 tax write-offs for wedding photographers that you're going to get in this PDF guide. It is 97 euros, but you're going to get it totally for free. And bonus number 6 is a private community with other industry peers for extra support. You have lifetime access to this community, and your cost today is 0 euros. Bonus number 7 is 12 weeks of group coaching implementation via Zoom. So starting next week, we have 12 weeks of group implementation together with live group coaching calls. Your first 6 weeks are totally for free. So what we're going to focus on is this framework. We're going to apply this framework together so that we can start increasing your perceived value so you can charge premium prices and book more high-end weddings. Now, this is a live masterclass bonus. This is only available while I'm live. However, since Facebook went down during the masterclass, I am extending this masterclass bonus. I will send you all the details via email, but essentially you're going to get a private website audit within 12 weeks of you joining the program. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to make the decision right now. The first 5 people that joins the high-end click, I'm going to give you a private website audit within 12 weeks of us working together. which means I will go on your website, look at all the things that you have, make a screen recording, and give you some tips on how you can make it differently. All right. So once you join, if you're the first 5 people that join the High End Click, I will give you a private website audit. Now, all of this is valued at 4,997 euros. However, you can join today at 1497. All you have to do right now is go to stevendecuba.com/high end click, high, not high end click, high dash end. And this is where you can secure your spot to join the high end click. Here's the thing. If you cannot make the one-time payment, no worries. We have a payment plan available, which is 3 monthly payments of 547. So you pay 547 today and you already get access to the course. Then 30 days from today, you pay another 547, and 30 days from there, you pay another 547, and you get and then you will complete your payment. This is just to make it more flexible for you if the 1497 is a big stretch for you right now. Now, since this is my first time launching this course, I've put all of my efforts into this course to make it easy to apply and to get results. If by any chance you join the course, watch all the trainings, complete the assignments, and you didn't get any results within the first 60 days, you can ask 100% of your money back, and you get to keep the course for free. Basically, you can rip me off. That's just the truth. But you need to do the trainings, you need to complete the assignments, and if in 60 days there's no results, there's no progress, you can ask for 100% of your money back. This is my risk guarantee for you to make it easy for you to join. So all you have to do, click the link in the chat box right now, stevendecuba.com/high-end. You can go on the sales page, look at all the info that are there, and then you can join the course today. Now, there is also an opportunity for high-end wedding photographers that wants to take it to the next level. And this is the mastermind. So you have 2 different options. Option number 1 is the High End Click group implementation, which you will get the High End Click program, 6 weeks of group coaching, 7 extra bonuses, and the private community for support. There's only 20 spots available. Now, option number 2 is the High End Click mastermind. This is for the photographers that are already established and are already making money in their business, but they want extra support, extra accountability, and they want to, of course, there's always room for improvement, right? So we are going to work on this framework together, and you're going to get extra support. You're going to get 12 weeks of group coaching instead of 6. Of course, you will get the program, of course, the 7 extra bonuses, and of course, the private community for support. Additionally, you're going to receive a group chat. We have group chat for support, which between Monday and Thursday, I will be available to answer any questions that you have and or support. Plus, you're going to get 2 private sessions with yours truly so that we can work on your pricing strategy and your conversion strategy. This is more about charging premium prices. How do you communicate your prices? How do we increase perceived value? All of those good things. This is valued in the future. I will be increasing the price to 8,000 euros per photographer to join here. However, you can join today with 3 monthly payments of 1,777. But this is really, really limited to a small group of people because it's extra support, is more accountability, is more access to me. You have a choice which one you want to join. The idea is that by the end of this course, you've made at least between 5 to 10,000 in revenue, so that you get results. That's the point of it, right? I want you to get results. When you get results, I get social proof. When I get social proof, I can increase the price next time. So my goal is to help you make between 5 to 10,000 euros, dollars, urban florins, whatever, within our 12 weeks working together. Now, this is not a guaranteed, because let's be honest, some people will join and they won't do anything, and I cannot guarantee that they will make 10,000. But if you join, if you commit and you give all that you have, you will get the results. I believe it in my core. I believe in this course to my core. All right? Now, since I'm doing a giveaway, I want you to take a photo of your laptop or phone where you're watching this masterclass. Share this on your Instagram story and tag me at Steven de Cuba. This is your first entry. And then from there, you are going to get another entry the moment you share in this Facebook group, Passion into Profit, your biggest takeaway from this masterclass. You will get your second entry. All right. So there are two opportunities for you to participate to win a private pricing strategy session with yours truly. So all you have to do is take a photo, put it on your story, and tag me at Steven de Cuba, and share your biggest takeaway in the Facebook group. And then we will be announcing the winner really, really soon. I'm not sure if I'm announcing it tomorrow at 4 p.m. anymore, since what happened, but we will be announcing it before the 12th of March, 2024, definitely for sure. Now, I want to host a Q&A session right now. I know there's not a lot of people right here, but I want to address three Q&As, two questions that I have prepared myself. But if you have any questions, whether you're watching the replay or not, whether you're watching live, put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat right now, that your question, and I will answer them immediately. Now, the first question that I want to address is that, what if I've never shot a wedding before? What if you are there, you're sitting there, you're like, you know what? This looks really, really good. I see the value in it, but I've never done a wedding before. If this is you, just let me know in the chat box that this is you. Now, I believe that this is a good thing. I really believe that this is a good thing, because the reality is that there's a lot of photographers out there that has done different things that got them to where they're at. It's difficult to tell someone, hey, stop doing that and do this instead. You will be more open-minded to applying something new. And today you get the opportunity to apply something that you've never done before. And I have proof that this works. So when you join, I'm going to show you exactly how to build your foundation in module number 1 if you're just starting out. And I'm going to show you also what to do to start documenting weddings, even if you're not the main photographer. Because the reality is that a wedding is something really, really, really special, and something that we cannot repeat. It only happened once, and then you better do a great job that one time. So I'm going to show you what you can do to start training yourself into hosting, into documenting weddings. And when you join the program, you're going to you receive the complete process, the framework that is going to help you book more weddings in the future. So even if you are the stage that, I don't know if I can make this happen, or this is the right fit for me, because I've never done weddings before, no worries. We will be also talking about this during the program. Now, another question that you might have is like, I just saw someone that joined the group, and then they said, I just moved to a new marketplace and I have no idea how to stand out or book more clients. This was me back in 2016. When I moved to the Netherlands in 2016, I had zero connections. I had zero portfolio here in the Netherlands, and I had no portfolio to justify that, hey, I'm based in the Netherlands, and I didn't have any connections with any wedding vendors. It was my first time living here, so I had zero connections here. Now, what I believe in is that you can always make it work. It's just a matter of how committed you are to make it work. I'm not asking you to be ready. I'm asking you to be committed. If you're someone that wants to make it happen, you want to make it a reality, I am I, I am I am more than convinced that you can make it happen. But there's a strategy to it. So in module number 6 of the high end click, you are going to learn how SEO and blogs. This is really important, especially if you're moving into a new destination, new marketplace. And I'm going to show you how to start attracting people in your hometown so that you can build a portfolio in the new market, and therefore start booking more people in this new market. But you have to do the work and you have to be committed to do it. That's my only ask from your side. All right. Someone also asked, what type of content should I post? Now, the biggest misconception that I see a lot of wedding photographers have is that they only post, or not misconception, it's a mistake that they do. One of the biggest mistakes that most wedding photographers do is that they only post their portfolio online. They're only posting the weddings that they're photographing. Maybe they hop on a trending reel, maybe whatever that is, they're only promoting their portfolio. And this is a big mistake because at the end of the day, everyone is doing that. So how are you standing out, right? Every photographer is showing their portfolio. So it's just a matter of style. And if you're just competing based on editing style or creativity, it's just a matter of looking for someone else that is more creative than you and maybe is charging less, and your clients will book that. What you are going to learn in the high-end click is how to build a personal brand that is going to help you build or increase your perceived value so that you can justify premium prices. We talked about this today. How high-end brands like Gucci, Prada, all these luxury brands, they do not focus on showing the product features. They do not focus on how many years of experience they have. What they focus on is increasing their perceived value and being so good at showing the value over the investment. And that's what you're going to learn. So if you have no idea what to post, in module number 5 of the high-end click, you're going to learn all about social media and content creation. One of the things that we will be talking about is your content categories. These are different categories of content that you're going to be posting to increase trust, connection, and your perceived value as a wedding photographer. This is super important. And you already know that as a wedding photographer, connection with your ideal customer is really important. And if you're not connecting with them, how do you expect to give them a luxury experience if they don't even trust you? This is super important. And in module number 5 of the high-end click, you are going to learn exactly how to do it. Now, what if it doesn't work? What if you join, you put money, time, energy in this, and it doesn't work? Well, I want to ask you the opposite of that. But what if it does? You see, what separates successful entrepreneurs with the struggling entrepreneur is that successful entrepreneurs are willing to look at opportunities rather than the lack of. Successful entrepreneurs are always looking for the silver lining. They're always looking for why it would work for them. Because here's the thing. Once you join, I'm going to be supporting you throughout this whole journey. If within 60 days you see zero results, zero progress, you can ask 100% back of your money back. You're going to get it. So there's no risk there. But imagine what would be possible if you join, you try something new, and in 3 to 6 to 9 months from now, you make between $5,000 to $10,000 in your wedding photography business, and you're booking high-end clients clients that you're actually excited to work with. They're paying you the price that you're asking for, and you're making more money, which means you have more free time in your business. You don't have to always be working, especially if you're working right now every single weekend as a wedding photographer. This is your opportunity to learn something new. Imagine how much time back you will get with your family and friends. Imagine how much freedom you will have when you know that there's a system that you apply in your business that works. Imagine how much more confidence you will have. This is my goal with this program. I want to help you making this a reality. So this is your opportunity. stephendecuba.com/high end. This is where I want you to go. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out via Instagram or in the comment box, and I will help you further. I will answer any questions that you might have. But my goal right now is to help you apply something new in your business. Create something that is sustainable, that makes you happy, that also gives you the opportunity to quit your 9 to 5 job. I would love that for you. All right. So this is it, my friend. This is it. This is your invitation to join the High End Click today. And you can get started by going to stephendecuba.com/high end. Actually, this is exactly how it looks. This is a sales page. So you're going to go right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on enroll. Once you click on enroll, this is going to pop up. And you're going to have two amazing investment opportunities. Option number one is the High End Click with 6 weeks of group coaching. This is valued at, this will be sold in the future at 3,000 euros, but you can join today with one payment on 547 today and 2 more consecutively. Now, you can also join the mastermind, which is a 12 weeks of mastermind. You get everything in the course, 12 weeks of mastermind sessions, private community, more than 6 different bonuses, the group chat with other members, and 2 one-on-one strategy call with yours truly. This is valued at 8,000 euros, but you can join today at 1,777 and 2 monthly payments consecutively. So you have the 2 different opportunities to join. Right now, we have, of course, 20 different spots for the first option and only 7 different spots for the second option. All right. So this is your invitation. I'm inviting you to apply something new in your wedding photography business. If this is something that you want to learn, if this is something that you want to apply, all you have to do is go to stephendecuba.com/high end. That is stephendecuba.com/high end. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I am super excited that I got the opportunity to share this knowledge with you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your investment of energy, of time. And if this feels like a great fit for you, I am more than happy to welcome you as part of this program.